Hello all my Abraham ChainLinking friends, and welcome back for another ChainLink technical analysis episode. I'm actually going to keep this really short because my cluster migraines right now I've got on the go are just like, they're no joke. Let's dive on into the chart. I apologise if I've got any dirt on my teeth, I've just eaten a chocolate donut. And the most common cure for cluster migraines, of course, is donuts. So you can see here we're looking at ChainLink versus Tether US on a 24-hour chart, and we've made it up above our line that we had in mind here at $4.30 or so to be able to try and establish ourselves on the way up towards the top line here of this body-to-body Fibonacci retracement that we have drawn in here on this chart at $4.50, and of course that would if we actually close up above there, then what we're doing at that moment in time is putting in all-time highs again on this chart. So that's what we want to see happen overall, is to establish this area as being support, so to speak, to be able to use this as profit taking for shorts would be ideal, wouldn't it? But of course from up here where we had our wick, if that was the case, and establish that support, or and I'm not a financial advisor, no, that's financial advice, but of course we're looking at this area first off as being profit taken for longs because that's resistance up above, and if we go up here and don't get any higher, then we'll have a double top, and the prices could potentially slink back down again because the previous was a lower low here. But that's discounting this as being a higher and low, but I think you can do that sort of thing in these small enough time frame things here. It's not really a swing higher low. So yeah, so we're looking at that then, and if it doesn't get up any higher, if it stays around this level, well, you're looking at having a lower high on the charts, in which case you have a lower low and a lower high, and you could maybe expect to come on down here to this $3.15 level next. So I'd look out for that happening. Of course, you'd be taking profit on any shorts if you had them at the time at $3.40, because you that same scenario in reverse of what we just spoke about there could be the case, and you've got the 382 as well lining up perfectly with that area. So that's what we're looking at there for just now. Overall, not a financial advisor, not financial advice, but I would have been taking profits in there at the $4.40 area, probably just in terms of like thinking I've made a good move up from this area down here, or indeed from taking it from this area to here, and nobody ever went bust taking profits. But then again, I'm not a financial advisor, but say you got in there and you were to get out there, you're looking at 15% rise in your prices. So let's not be greedy about things, shall we? Welcome to the channel, by the way. If you're new to the channel, we're FOMO-free, greed-free technical analysis here with Rocky Outcrop. It's kind of how we roll. So like and subscribe and all that jazz if you want to. And I'm sorry for my tone being a little bit downbeat because my head. Oh. Photophobic as well. God, the light's annoying. So we're looking up here as well, and we've been doing really well against the Bitcoin prices as ever. I love to come in and say hello, ChainLink, you do really well against Bitcoin, and we've seen that the prices have gone up here as well and continue to make higher highs and all-time highs against Bitcoin prices. So that's doing really well. Currently, you can see in terms of the day that Bitcoin's had a red candle day, and it's gone down. It's met the 200 simple. Now I expect that the Bitcoin prices may well actually come back up here and try off of the 382 line here at 8,950 again throughout the day, in which case, by the way, they'd be looking at how this would actually impact on the Bitcoin prices. So if this were to sustain itself up here, if Bitcoin were to rise, then that would obviously mean that we'd need to be looking at the dollar prices going up to this area here and making at least their double top, and then or maybe going on, probably. So vice versa, if the Bitcoin price goes up, but the price of ChainLink versus Bitcoin goes down, you could even in fact see that this price here goes up and does the same thing and actually goes up. So we're looking across the dynamic across all three of these as we see whether or not Bitcoin's able to find support in around that 200 simple moving average. But overall, generally speaking, of course, ChainLink really performs very well against Bitcoin, and it's an impressive asset, and has always done really well. So of course, like good on you, good on ChainLink, doing really well here and continue to do well with its all-time highs. I suppose that kind of is going to have to sum up the video for today. I'm sorry I can't go into any more detail, but really that's the dynamic that we're looking at across the markets. And of course, I'd have already taken a bit of profit anyway on those moves if having got up here with that 15% upwards side. That's not to be sniffed at. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll be back tomorrow with a little bit more upbeat video, I'm sure. And also for everybody that watches all these videos, and if you've made it through to this point here, then you deserve to know I'll be probably missing out on the 7th of March doing videos for that day. So we'll see how it goes. If I can upload them, I will. But I'll be very. My whole day is like, you know, I don't. It's not my own that day, so I might not be able to decide. See you next time. Thanks very much for tuning in.